What's up, everybody, and welcome to IncntrolGaming. We're right here live from Comic-Con. I'm with Luke Skywalker, right. And I'm with PK right over here. We're having a lot of fun out here today at Lusaka Comic-Con 2018. I'm here with the one and only Luke Skywalker. Lovely, lovely, lovely cosplay that you have out here. If we can just get that in right for the camera. You want to talk? You want to talk to people about how you created this cosplay together?
Yeah, this is a very complex, very accurate depiction of Luke Skywalker. Especially the robotic hand. It took me over 3 months and lots of money and engineering to create this. We have so many different bearings that you got on each one of the fingers. You have a special type of elastic that also represents the muscle tissue that's in your fingers, and it's also there. And you also have what we call a Graflex,
classic.
A Graflex lightsaber. It is also engineered exactly perfect with Luke Skywalker's first lightsaber. And so very expensive to design, but you can see all the designs I got all the way around, my hoodie, everything. But if you want to be a serious cosplayer, this is what you got to do. You got to put the time in. You got to do the research. Effort. And you have to have lots of fun. You know, I traveled over 1,000 kilometers yesterday to get here. It took me 16 hours. Yeah. And so, but now I'm going back tomorrow for another 1,000 kilometers back. Yeah. So that's how important. That's how it shows how important it is to me. Yeah. You know, I'm also I always dress up. I have so many costumes. I dress up as Father Christmas during Christmas. I am the only Santa Claus in Zambia. Yeah, that's right.
But it's right. Like what you're saying is right. I love like your passion and you're saying the attention to detail and being committed to getting those little details correct. You know what I mean? Like Patrick, is there anything you want to ask as well about the whole getup?
Yeah, well, I just wanted to ask, like, altogether, how long did it take to just come up with the whole, attire?
Right. Well, once you get the concept and you have to start doing all the research.
Yeah.
A lot of it has to do with looking at hundreds and hundreds of photos, videos, all the movies, and then you have to go out and look for the materials. Some things you have to go on the internet. You have to order all these things. You have to go to all the companies to buy all these bearings. You have to go to an engineering company to design this Graflex lightsaber. Yeah. You have to sew all of this yourself, make sure it fits and everything. Most costumes are very uncomfortable and they're not, not very realistic. But the thing is that you feel good in it, and once you put it on, you're out there as Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
You feel
and
like
seeing the reactions.
That's
How do you
it.
feel about people's reactions? Because you won.
I won the trophy.
Best cosplayer.
That's right.
At Comic-Con.
That's
so
right.
Does that feel rewarding as
Very
well
much.
for all the efforts?
Yes, it feels good after like putting in so much effort, and then people recognize you.
Yeah, you know, I'm 50 years old. You know, and you know, it shows that there's no age limit. Yeah, you know, and I'm a professional cosplayer. I'm from Houston, Texas, in America. I go to all the Comic-Cons. They're much bigger than this one, of course. 10,000 people with a lot of professional, high-tech people there. But so I came here, and since I'm living here, I've been here 16 years now, and so I feel like I'm really excited. I'm excited for Zambia. This is the 4th Lusaka Con there's been, and it seems like it's getting bigger and bigger. People are coming out with more costumes, and so I'm really happy for them.
No, awesome. No, thank you so much for coming through.
I ask you one last question before we sign off. Solo, a Star Wars story, is coming out I believe in like 3 to 4 weeks. It's going to be pretty soon, right? Yeah. So we got Solo, a Star Wars story coming out. How are you feeling about that?
No, I looked at all the trailers, I looked at some things online on it, and I think it's going to be a winner. Yeah. I really think it's the right way.
Good, right?
Yeah. I have other comments about the Last Jedi. It's kind of negative.
Are you one of those guys?
I'm one of those guys.
You ruined my Star Wars.
Pretty much, you know. But you know, it's just what happens. You know, some of it was political. Some of it was, you know, for corporations and stuff where they're going. Disney bought out Luke. You know, there's some issues, you know. But anyways, I'm looking forward to the new Han Solo movie. I'm really excited. I saw some stuff, and it's some backstories. You want to know more about Han Solo, you know, and this is really going to, and it seems like it's really going to bring it out, and that's, I think they listen to the people a little bit.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, on that one. So I'm excited.
No, I'm excited too. It should be a really good one. Thanks so much for talking to us about your cosplay and everything. Really appreciate you coming out here.
And I encourage everyone, don't be shy. When you put on your costume, you are a different person. All your shyness just goes away, disappears. You just go around, people start taking photos of you. You feel like you're a celebrity. This is what it's all about.
You heard it here from Luke Skywalker first. Don't be shy about getting into baby's first cosplay. This is out InCntrl, out here with Luke from Lusaka Comic Con 2018. Keep it locked in. We'll see you guys next time. What's up, everybody? It's IncntrolGaming. I'm here with Art of Marvin at one of the art exhibit stands. How you doing, man? How's been Lusaka Comic Con for you?
It's fantastic. I'm having a great time. The atmosphere is great. The energy is high.
Yeah.
Inspiration is all around me, and I am so, I don't know. I was supposed to leave like 2 hours ago, but look, I'm still here.
Yeah. The atmosphere has been really good. PK, you wanted to ask some questions to Art of Marvin, so why don't you go ahead?
Of course. Well, first thing that I want to know is how long does it take on average for you to make a piece like this? Because these are really good. These are really good. So I just want to know, usually, how long do you spend on each piece?
It depends. It depends normally on the detail. If the character has a lot of details, then it's going to obviously take longer.
Yeah.
If the character is simple, then obviously the details are going to be. It's going to be a short project.
Yeah.
But on average, I would say 2 to 3 days.
Oh, okay.
That's the simplest.
You don't mind if I hold this up?
Nice, because these are really good. I really like this pilot. And how do you draw? Can you explain to everybody how exactly you come up with the final product? Just like from start to finish in basic steps.
Absolutely. It's a process. I first sketch on paper.
Yeah.
I try to figure out the design kinks and all the problems, and I try to solve the character before I go to the computer on paper. So I try to sketch the design. I try to figure out the costumes on paper. And then once that is done, I take the concept to a program called 3ds Max. And that is where I start to model a character in 3D. So when I have the basics of the character, I then export that character to Photoshop or Painter. And that's where I spend the bulk of my time.
Where the magic happens.
Yeah. I wish it was. It sounds amazing, but it's quite a process.
Yeah.
Because it takes a really long time to really to start seeing the character pop. But
because they're really detailed, isn't it? So the amount of detail that you put in, it takes a lot of time, right?
It does. Yeah, it does. But it's worth it in the end.
Okay, no, that's good, man. We were really impressed by all your artwork and everything, and the lighting. It looks absolutely magnificent. Is there a reason why you select certain characters, or do you just pick them at random, or do you just come up with your own?
It depends. Sometimes.
Is there a method to your madness, or?
Yes and no. There are times you'll be taking a shower, and then inspiration strikes, and immediately you want to jump on sketchbook and draw. There are times when you are intentional. You really want to create something.
Dependent on your mood.
Yes, and you'll be like, today I feel like I need to tell, or I need to create this type of character. So it depends on how you're feeling. It depends on because I'm also a writer.
Yeah.
So sometimes there's one of these pieces. He's based on a novel that I'm working on, and that's one of the main characters. So you find that while you're writing a character, you want to visualize them too.
Yeah.
So you start trying to physically describe them. Okay, this character is maybe a mellow character, and maybe this is how I see them in my head, and you start to work down through those steps until you finally create a character that reflects the character you've described.
Exactly.
You know, so
No, that's awesome, man. I mean, we're really happy to meet you and see all your work. Is there anything that you wanted to add?
Yeah, let the people know where they can like look at your art and stuff, whether you have a portfolio online people can check out. I don't know if you want to let them know.
yeah, people can find me on Facebook. Just type in Art of Marvin and you'll find me. I'm like probably the only Art of Marvin on Facebook. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the only place you can find me online.
That's okay.
You heard it here first. Look on facebook.com/Art of Marvin to take a look at this incredible artwork that he's had out here today. I have to say thank you so much for speaking to us today. It's really been good, man. Love your work, man. Love your work. Thanks a lot, yeah? Thanks. All right, guys. We'll catch you next time. Thanks. What's up, everybody? It's IncntrolGaming, still here live at Lusaka Comic Con. I'm here with PK and Mundane Kid, who does an amazing comic strip right here, born and bred in Zambia. Really cool comic strip. We got a few questions that we want to ask him. PK, why don't you take us off? First of all, Mundane Kid, let me ask that. How is it being at Lusaka Comic Con and getting to exhibit your work and that kind of thing?
I mean, we've been coming to Comic Con, LsCon, since the inception. I mean, we started this comic book in 2013. LsCon, I think, came in 2015, 2016. They hit us up, and we've been coming since the beginning of time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's amazing to see how many people actually, first of all, know the Mundane Kid, and second of all, how many people are into comic books, you know what I mean? It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
All right, man, that's great, man. PK, you got anything else you want to ask?
Yeah, I wanted to ask as well, because like in terms of writing, like how long does it take you to come up with these ideas? Like what's been the journey? Just give us a brief outline of like how you came up with the idea and the process that you went through. Like how did that go through with the Mundane Kid?
Okay, so first of all, the Mundane Kid is the brainchild of myself and my buddy Benny Blow. Benny's a writer, and I mean, we've been friends for forever. So one time we were trying to do a clothing line where we put comic strips on a T-shirt, and that's how the Mundane Kid was born initially.
Yeah.
But then that idea was shelved, and then we ended up focusing just on the idea of a character, of a kid with an overactive imagination. You know, so we went into that for like 5-6 years. We focused on that. We developed the character. You know, basically the Mundane Kid taps into our childhood memories. Everything we did as kids, everything we see our nephews and nieces do, that's basically what comes out in the Mundane Kid, you know what I mean? So, yeah, now we're here. I mean, we have finally gone full circle from trying to do a comic book on a T-shirt. We've created a character, developed it, and now we finally did it. We've literally gone full circle today. You know what I mean?
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. And who does the drawing for you? Who does all the artwork? And
so Benny's the writer and I'm the illustrator. Every now and then we get a couple of 1 or 2 artists to guest feature. You know, like, you know, Benny will do the script and then give, like, he's given Chibale Kapumpa, who's his younger brother, he's guest illustrated. Jarrell Thompson has guest illustrated. There was a guy here earlier, Kenneth Nondo. He did some fan art of the Mundane Kid, and we were talking about it, and he's also gonna guest illustrate real soon.
No,
awesome.
I want to ask, like, because I've only recently discovered your work, but is there a Dennis the Menace influence in the kind of work that you're doing? Because from what I've seen, I feel like Dennis the Menace is quite inspirational to what you guys are doing.
I mean, it's Calvin and Hobbes meets Dennis the Menace meets all the cartoons that we watched as kids meets even our musical influences, everything that just comes together and just spews out on the page.
So it's a mix of everything, just your upbringing and the media that you're exposed to, and you just came up with something that was really good and felt good.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, perfect.
The whole idea of the Mundane Kid is pure entertainment, you know what I mean? Some of these comics out here, you know, they've got a message, they're trying to preach a message, you know, do ABCD. The Mundane Kid is 100% entertainment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why we love it so much, you know?
Yeah.
Nah, awesome, man. So that's the Mundane Kid. Awesome, awesome work, awesome comic.
Definitely.
And we got these nice t-shirts, so you can always contact him. Do you know, are you able to give people where to find you on Twitter, on
Yes,
Facebook?
yes, of course. Okay, first of all, you're gonna catch all the Mundane Kid episodes on our Facebook page. That's the Mundane Kid. And then you can follow Benny Blow on Twitter. That's at Benny Blow, at Benny_Blow. You can follow me on Twitter. That's at InCntrl. And my Facebook profile is London Kamwendo. Instagram is low_InCntrl. You basically catch all my work on all these platforms.
All right, that's sweet. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you come through to get a t-shirt. I hope you read the Mundane Kid. And we're out.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
All right.
What's up, everybody? It's IncntrolGaming live from LsCon. I'm here with,
Lil Mishmello.
and she has some fabulous artwork here for us to see together with badges. Michelo, you want to tell us about what you're showing people here today?
I am basically showing what I do for fun and a couple of things I came to sell.
Okay. You know what? The thing is, I've really liked like the badges that you've shown me. You know, since I came to your stand, I've been all about the badges.
Yeah.
So like, where did the idea of creating these kind of like superhero branded and video game branded badges come from? Like, is it just from something you saw, or is it something that you came up with, or is it something that you realized that people like now are really into having like on their jackets or on their bags? Like, how did it come to you that this is something that you wanted to provide at LsCon?
For one, I got like badges for Christmas, so I really like those. And there's this one YouTuber I follow. She does loads of cons as well, and one of the things she sells is badges and stickers and all those things. So like that was part of the inspiration for the badges. And I was asking around school, because like Comic-Con is mainly a guy thing, right? So I was asking all the guys like what type of stuff they'd like, and like one of these guys was like the flag of Zambia, and I was like, oh, okay. So I did one with the Zambian map on it, and I basically made my own designs on it for that.
Yeah, because I have to say, like, the badges are like one of my favorite things that I've seen since I've been at the con. You know, like I've blown a bit of a guap on the badges. Not too bad. Talk to me about your artwork. Like, what is it? What's the kind of stuff that inspires you to draw?
I really like to draw guys, because like I like the...
No surprise there.
Yeah. I like how the features are so rough and like edgy. And like you can have so much character in one drawing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I like bright colors and line art. I find line art to be really relaxing and smooth. So that's the main inspiration.
All right, that's great to know. Thank you so much for, giving us a couple of minutes to talk about the stuff that you have. You know, I love the badges. The badges have been one of my highlights of the show here. I've spent way too much money on the badges, guys. You would not even believe. But that's going to wrap it up from us, specifically over here at this booth. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.